Hey y'all, I'm excited to make today's recipe. It's buffalo chicken chili, and that sounds really good. And actually, a friend of mine that subscribes to my channel, suggested I try it, and of course I said, yes, I'm in a recipe, I'd like to see it. Once I saw it, I was like, yeah, I like everything in there, so I'm going to give it a try. Now, I'm going to read this recipe to y'all, and I've got the ingredients there in front of me, but I'm going to read this recipe to you, and I'm going to try to go slow, because everybody says I always go through the ingredients so fast that they can't keep up. Keep in mind, there's a pause, so if I get ahead of you, just pause the video, write it down, keep going. I want everybody to be happy. Alright, so here we go. Buffalo chicken chili. We're going to need ground chicken, 1 to 2 pounds, depending on how big we want to make the pot. I got a little over 2 pounds of ground chicken. Folks, to be honest with you, that is the first time I've ever bought ground chicken. I bought Gerber's. It's dark meat, all dark meat, which I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I've never messed with ground chicken before. Turkey, either one. Hamburger's bad enough. So, anyways, that's what you need. That's what I got. We need 4 celery stalks, 1 onion, 1 green pepper. So that's 4 celery stalks, 1 to 2 pounds of ground chicken, 1 onion, 1 green pepper, 4 garlic cloves, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of cumin, black pepper to taste. You can add red pepper flakes to make it even hotter, but you're also going to need 2 cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. I got Hunt's there. I couldn't find Rotel. I'm with you, Luke. I like Rotel too, but they didn't have it. We're going to need 1.5 to 2 cups of buffalo sauce. I got Budweiser's back there. That happened to be, actually, it was the one that was all I needed, and it was cheapest, so I went with it. And then we're going to need 2 cans of beans, 1 pinto, 1 kidney. We're going to need 1 can of tomato sauce. Again, he suggests Rotel, and I got Red Gold, so that's, it's all the same. And 1 small can of tomato paste to make it thick. So, let me do this. We're going to have to brown the meat and the vegetables, and then we're going to have to mix everything together. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that chicken browned up. I'm going to get the peppers and the onions and the garlic and the celery all chopped up and get that to go, and I'll bring you back. We're going to mix this stuff up, and man, I'm excited to try it. It sounds good. I like buffalo chicken and I like chili, so it would make sense if you put the two together. That'd be pretty good. We're going to see. Anyways, I want to give a big shout out to IB0193. That's Luke's YouTube channel. I'm not sure how much he's got going on over there, but check him out. Tell him thanks if you like it. Yeah, I don't ever want to take credit when I shouldn't. So I want to give credit where credit's due. That's what they say. So the recipe comes from him. Sit back and enjoy it. Let's get this thing put together. All right, I got that chicken browned up. To be honest with you, it looks like a pale hamburger. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but anyways, not too bad. And I got the vegetables. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook these vegetables just a little bit before I add the rest of it. That was the peppers, the garlic, and the onions. And here I have got the celery. It said 4 stalks. That seems like a lot. A lot of celery, but I guess that's what you eat with wings anyhow, so we'll see the rest. Hopefully the rest of this stuff will fit in this little pan I got. I didn't know it was going to make all this. So, anyways, let me get this stuff here browned up just a little bit and cooked down, and I'll bring you back so we finish putting this thing together. Alright, I got those vegetables in there, and I've cooked them for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes. This is going to simmer a while, so let's add these tomatoes to it. 2 cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes. A can of tomato sauce. And then a half to a cup of buffalo sauce, and again I'm using the Budweiser brand. Never had it before, but there we go. I think that'll do. And then the cumin, 2 tablespoons of cumin, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, black pepper to taste. I'm not going to put a bunch of black pepper in it, but we're going to put a little black pepper in it. Was that a dozen shakes or so? Now we're gonna let this simmer because those vegetables are nowhere near tender yet, and you're gonna want those tender. You're not gonna want that bite. Wow, look at that, would you? And I'm gonna let it simmer for probably 45 minutes or so before I add the beans to it. You don't want to add the beans when you're cooking chili until the last 15 or 20 minutes. So I'm going to give this 30 minutes or so to simmer and kind of get everything together, and then we're going to add the beans to it. So just to recap, we got about 2 pounds of chicken there, ground chicken. I pulled a little bit of it back out. We got 1 onion, 1 green pepper, 4 garlic cloves, 3 tablespoons of chili powder, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, black pepper to taste, 2 cans of fire roasted diced tomatoes, 1½ to a cup of buffalo sauce, 2 cans of beans, 1 pinto, 1 kidney, 1 can of tomato sauce, and if you want we can add some tomato paste. I've held off on the tomato paste to kind of see how it comes out, and then once we get its consistency, if I think it's too thin, I'm going to add some of that paste. If I like it the way it is, I'm going to keep it that way. So anyways, let me let this thing simmer. I'll bring y'all back. Alright, this has been cooking about 30 minutes. Got those, give those vegetables a little time, like I say, to cook up. Things to cook down, cook together, and soften up a little bit before I put, look at that piece of garlic there, before I put the beans in. So I got a can of kidney beans. I drained those. Didn't rinse them, I just drained them. And a can of pinto beans, same thing. I didn't rinse them, I just drained them. Looks like normal chili. If you walked up on it, I don't think you'd know the difference. Huh. Jury's still out on whether I'm going to put that tomato paste in there. I kind of like the way it looks right there. That looks like some good stuff, if you ask me. Anyways, I'm gonna let that simmer for about another 15 minutes, and then we'll be done. So I'll bring you back when I do a taste test. Well, there you go, buffalo chicken chili. I'll let it season in the refrigerator overnight. And Luke, the guy that gave me the recipe, actually said that he likes to crumble blue cheese crumbles on top of it, which I think would be very good too. I didn't have any. So I like my normal chili, I put a little bit of cheddar on there, sharp cheddar, and a little bit of sour cream. And I tasted it last night as I was wrapping it up, and it didn't have quite the... I could tell where we were going with the buffalo chicken flavor, but it just didn't get there. So I put almost that whole bottle, probably 3/4 of that bottle of buffalo sauce in there. So let's see if that's done what I'm looking for. Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Man, that is good stuff. That is really good. It's unique. And like I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bump the camera there. Like I said, I had never ever bought ground turkey or chicken. Either one messed with either one of them. It just didn't do anything for me. I like chicken breast, white meat, but I'm not that huge of a poultry fan either. But anyways, I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I tried it, because I'm going to try chicken tacos the same way. I'm going to try some of that, put some taco seasoning with that, and make some chicken tacos. So anyways, give this buffalo chicken chili a try. It's very good stuff. Different than your average chili. Good chance a lot of people that you serve it to probably had never tried it before, and they'll probably be impressed. So give it a try. It's very, very good. Luke, brother, I appreciate you sending me the recipe. I hope I did your recipe justice. Hope you enjoyed it. And as always, folks, I appreciate you all so much for supporting my channels. Thanks, and have a good day.